What's up, everybody? You know, something that I find very interesting is differences between men and women. I think it's just because normal INTP thing to be interested in something that doesn't make sense to you, you know? Like, I find it fascinating that I can look at a man, and I mean, I find all men hideous, so I'm just fascinated by the fact that women find any men attractive. Like, it's just fascinating to me. I look at a guy and think he's hideous every time. Like, I don't even understand how a human being could be attracted to a man. But, you know, because that's just the way I'm wired. I'm hetero. But it doesn't change the fact that it's fascinating. You know? And it kind of makes you wonder, do they literally see something different than we see? Do women see something different? Like, physically different? Like, I heard a girl not too long ago on social media, there was some conversation about Bill Gates, and she replied, "He's so cute, though." And Bill Gates, like this 60-year-old nerdy looking guy, I would never in a million years think that guy's attractive. But women see something men don't see. Probably most guys would think, like, they would never even imagine that. And this happens with women too, though. Like, I think a lot of women don't realize what men really find attractive for the same reason. Look at, like, body dysmorphic disorder is so common. You know, you be watching like beautiful lady has a great body, and every time she sees herself like in a mirror or something, she's like, "Ew, gross! I look weird, or I look terrible," and you're thinking, like, what? And I've noticed this all my life. It's basically all women. I don't think it's that rare. I think most women have some level of this. Maybe like most people in general have this body dysmorphic disorder, where you don't realize. I think really what it comes down to is not knowing what the opposite sex finds attractive. And I guess it makes sense if you think about it, because women are comparing themselves to like supermodels and women like Instagram models that have like this perfect muscular glutes and stuff like that. And I think they don't understand that that's not, I think women don't understand that that's not attractive to most guys. I mean, it may be attractive to some guys, but most guys aren't really into that look. They're not into the supermodel look. They're not into the like perfectly sculpted body look. In fact, that can be a turnoff. It's a huge turnoff to me if you can tell by looking at a woman that she puts hours of time just to shaping her glutes to have a better ass. That's a huge turnoff to me. Like like to me, that's a deal breaker. I'm not even interested in a woman who's that vain. I mean, it's one thing if she's going to a gym here and there. I mean, it doesn't bother me. But if it's like, I mean, she's got this, like, I don't know, I'm just not really into that look. I'm not into that perfectly sculpted, you know, I like it a little more natural. I'd take a woman with, like, way less curves who's natural, you know, and not so into her appearance. You know, like women who have a ton of selfies checking themselves out on Instagram, huge turnoff. And I've never been into the supermodel look either. I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there. You know, it doesn't really matter. As a woman, it doesn't really matter, like, the size of your bust and things like. Guys really don't care. I mean, you could be flat, they could be big, they could be C's, D's. Guys really don't care. I mean, it's sort of just like a plus. And if you have like a little bit of, like, just a tiny bit of chub on your stomach, to a guy that's basically like a third breast. If you have just a little bit, guys really don't care. You know, women will like look at themselves and think they're fat. And guys don't give a shit. You know, it's like a third breast. I heard this funny comment. I think it was Dr. Sue, that sex doctor lady. She was on a talk show, and it was a pretty funny comment. She was being asked what men are attracted to, and her answer was the female body. Pretty much every part of the female body. They don't discriminate. The wrists, the ankles, everything. And I thought it was kind of funny because it's kind of true. It's like guys just like women in general. The only thing guys tend to not like is being obese. That's really the only thing guys tend to not like. I rarely meet a guy who likes a really big woman. So as long as you're reasonably thin, you're going to be attractive to most guys. But I don't know. I think this body dysmorphic disorder, I think men have it too, though, because like I do the same thing. Like anytime I see a picture of myself, I think I look weird. And all the female family members, all the females in my family are always saying I look great. And every time I see a picture, I cringe. I'm like, ugh, that's me. So I think it's just normal. But I also think it's tied in with just having different biology. We don't understand. We don't see what the opposite sex sees. You know? But we're also attracted to different things too. Like women are attracted to confidence, but men actually tend to like insecurity. Like an insecure woman is not a turnoff. In fact, it's actually kind of endearing. It kind of makes you like her even more. If she's like insecure about her body and stuff like that, it's actually just cute. So things that will turn a woman off, guys actually kind of like. So, or opposites attract thing. Of course, there's a balance, and there's always going to be exceptions. You know, there's always going to be like a minority of people, a minority of women who will say they like feminine guys. But you know what? If you really dig with these women, they get super irritated by feminine guys most of the time. And if you start asking them certain questions like, would you mind a guy doing this? And they instantly go, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, that's feminine behavior. So a lot of women say they like femininity, but what they really mean is like maybe certain feminine characteristics, but there's also other feminine characteristics that turn them off and that irritate them. You know, like the guys on dates that sit there going, I don't know, what do you want to do? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, guys, so body dysmorphic disorder, we all have it. Have a good day.